Hello, welcome to the types chapter. Um, in the previous series of lectures, we talk about the variable and expressions. In that, we talk about identifier, we talk about floating point, which is a numeric type. We did talk about arithmetic expression, divide and mod, and then we did talk about some of the math modules. So if you need some information, please go back to the previous videos. And now we'll talk about types. So string is one of the basic types in Python. So, and string is a sequence of characters that used to represent text. So this text includes letters, numbers, symbols, and white space. So for example, if I say, and this will always be in a double quotation or in a single quotation. So for example, I say hello, and if I say this exclamation, which is a special character or a symbol, how are you? Again, got us, and I have one cup of tea, for example. So this is a string. So it has a white space, it has a number, it has a special characters or symbols, you can say that. So this is what you can say, a sequence of characters that makes the string. And by the way, a variable that holds a string literal becomes a string or string object. So in this case, we will say this is a string literal. And the variable is greeting that holds the string literal. So greeting is a string, or you can say is a string object, and this is string literal, or you can say value. So we always assign string literal to the variable, and that becomes a string or string object. So yeah, so here greeting is a string variable, and hello is the string literal that we assigned to it. So greeting is now a string, you can say that, or you can say another word, object of type string. So I hope it is clear now. And yeah, again, it's a repetition. Anything in the quotes is a string literal. Okay, you can write like single quote, hello, or double quote, and you can also use 3 single quotes. So all of these are the string literals. So as I mentioned before, that we have a single quote and we have a double quote, and the triple quote basically is for having a value on multiple lines. Okay, so for example, this is a string, so I can type here a string 1 is equal to Python. Okay, so you can have in a single quote, this is fine. String 2 is equal to programming. As double quote, this is also a string. This is a string literal. This is a string literal. And then we can have a third variable, string 3, which is a multi-line, okay? I'll use 3 single quotation. So this is, I press enter to go to the next line, is my multi-line literal. Okay, I can write literal on the third line, L-I-T-E-R-A-L. Okay, and I closed, and you see it's not bringing this sign here because it's not closed yet. So I will close with 3 single apostrophes, and I press enter. Now I got the prompt. Okay, so I have now 3 variables. Let's display the value. I can say print str1, I got Python. Hey, print str2, I got programming. And I say print str3, this time I'll get the string literal, which is on multiple lines. You see that? This is my multi-line literals. So we can also use in the print statement, we can directly use the string literal, like Ali, for example. I can type in and it will print the string literal. I can also get the string from the screen. By default, if I say, for example, if I say food is equal to input. Now this input function will always bring the string into this variable, okay? So let's add some comment in this one. Enter your favorite food, for example, okay? And now you see, enter your favorite food. So rice is my favorite food. So I can say rice and press enter. So this rice is gone to the food variable. And rice is a string. So it will be a string variable. It will be a string variable. I say print food, and this will be like a rice. Okay, and this is how I'm gonna be. So okay, we do have some functions which are which we can use on the string. So one of them is the length. So for example, if I say length, not here, on this part, if I say length of my food, for example, the length of food is rice. The length of food is rice. So the length of food, which is rice, that is 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And similarly, if I say I want to see the length of string 1, which is 6. The length of string 2 is length of. So the length of string 2 is 11. So what is in the string? What is in the string 2? Let's see. String 2 is programming. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so similarly, you can we can try for string 3. We got 30 letters. Okay, so this is how you can find the length of the string. You can try these activities by yourself. Okay, so now another interesting thing about the string is that string behaves like an array of characters, or you can say character array. By the way, Python does not have a character array. In C language, you will find the character array. In Java, you will find the character array, but not in the Python. So string somewhat behave like a character array. So we have some similarities, okay? So we have similarities of string with the character array. How is that? You know, in character array, we have only one character. So we can get only one character from the whole big array, single character. So similarly, so if I say here, I have a string 2, for example, so or string 1, so I can say string 1, and what is a 0? So I should be getting the first. So first of all, let's see what is as string 1. String 1 is a Python. So if I say string 1, that is how we access the location or the value of the at the 0 location. So this is what we got P. So this is how you work with the array of characters, that you will get one letter at a time. So this is one thing that we got. We can use a loop in the array. We can also use loop for this one as well. So for example, let's try if I can do it for you guys. Although this is not the topic in this part, in str1, okay, We'll talk about the loop in the future lectures, but just to show you how this is working in our part. So let's see if I can. Okay, I'll use the range function. Range of how much is the range? I think I can say length of string 1, something like that, and close this function, and I can say print str1 and I will be 0, and then so basically we'll just see that how we can work with the loop. So in the loop, it will read this value, it will read this value, display this value, and so one by one character we will be seeing. How to execute this program? This program name is 02.py. So I will say execute. This is my execute function. Open function dot read function. So open, which file to open? The file is 02.py. And by the way, before let's see that if you see that? So the loop ran for how many times? The length of the string. Okay, so PYTHON, that is how we are printing. So the character array work with the loop, and this string also we can pick character by character with the help of a loop. So this is also a similarity. We can slice the character array, and we can slice the string array as well. So for example, if I say 1, 4, so it will be Python. So it will, in the Python, what we'll get is, so we'll get from first location, this is 0 location, okay? This is 1 location, from 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get up to this point, from here to this point. This is our 1 to 4. Okay, so this is also, so we can do slicing in character array, and we can do slicing in the string as well. Now, string in Python are immutable. This is the difference. Okay, this is the difference. Character array are not immutable. Immutable means that you cannot change. Mutable means you can change. So, for example, if I say I have a string of 0, which is P, I want to change it to H. This is not possible in the string, but it is possible in character array. And since we don't have a character array, so we are not expecting that it will be changed or something like that. So you see, we got an error, so we cannot change. And by the way, string itself is immutable. Yani, in other words, if you want to change the string, you cannot. You cannot change the string. What system will do, it will, I think it has to be 1, huh? String of 1. So let's see, first of all, string 1 is still Python. So string of 1 should be 0 is equal to, okay, this is P, and I'm going to change it to H. And you see that? So we are not able to change the function and the value of the string 10 location. What was another thing? Oh, so if you see string 1 is a variable, so I can say print ID, you know, the ID of what? ID of string 1. This will give me the memory location. So this string 1 is stored on this memory location, okay? Now I want to change the value of string 1 to XYZ, okay? You know what it will do? It will create a new object. It will create a new object. It will not use this location to store the value XYZ. No, it is not possible. What system will do? It will create a new object of str1, and it will ignore anything that is available on this part, on this location. So let's try to print ID of this variable, string 1, and you see that it is a different location. So it is immutable. You cannot write anything back on the same spot. You cannot change the string variable. What it will do? It will create a new variable on a new location with a new value. Is that clear? So when you create a string variable or when you change the value of the string variable, what it does? It creates a new variable on a new location with a new value. So yeah, this is very important. Keep in mind, Python does not have a character type. Yes, as I mentioned before, Python does not have a character type. But if there is a character array, only have one character. If there is a character array, only has a one character of length 1. Okay, so let me show you in the other so in other languages, for example, in C, it might be like that. C of you can say, or in Java maybe, something like that. Okay, A X Z P, like that. So this is location. One character is stored. So that is why we call it a character array. Okay. So, but this is not available in Python, so we don't have to worry about it. And if I want to access this value, so I'll be using like C of 0, something like that. It will print X. It will print, sorry, A as a character. So yeah, but Python does not have the character array. Keep in mind what we have a string. We have a string, and you can use a string variable. Okay, so starting index of the string always is a 0. So for example, I have a variable, I think we talk about that. So this is the alphabet. I can copy this example for you guys. So this is my alphabet, okay? Now I want to display alphabet 0. I should get A, right? If I say 1, I should get B, and 2, I should get C. Now, if I say -1, -1 will go from the end. It will start from the end. So I will get Z. If I say -2, I'll be getting Y, and -3, I'll be getting X. So that is how we can work with the index of the string. By the way, this minus facility is not available in the character array. It is only available in string. This is an activity you can do by yourself, and you have to find it out. What is on the index 2 in the America, and what is on index -2 in the France. So you'll be doing by yourself. And we do have some functions, okay? We do have some functions. For example, we have S is equal to, I say in a small letters, hello, okay? And I want to display this hello in a capital letter, so I'll say S dot upper. So this object, whatever the value this object has, it will pass on this value to this function, and what this function will do, it will make it a capital. Okay, and if I want to store capital value into the same S variable, so I'll say S is equal to, so I'll say S is equal to S dot, and if I say print S, I'll get hello. Now value of the S string is changed to capital hello. Okay, if I say S is equal to hi, how are you? Okay, and then I close it. Oh, I want to do the reverse, huh? So if I can say lure, I say, first of all, let me change it back to all capital. How are you? And if I print S, all is capital. If I say S dot lure, I'll get all lowercase letters. Okay, and similarly, if I can say S is equal to S dot lure, it will convert the string into lure. By the way, let me show you the value of S. The value of S is not changed yet, huh? Because I just converted. I didn't say save it. So now I will do, what I will do is I'll convert it and I will save it back into the S variable. So if I say now S, it will be small. Hi, how are you in small letters. So that is what we are doing here. Concatenating string. I have a variable S is equal to, I can say is new plus your. So the plus symbol will help you in concatenating. Huh? Concatenation means joining two strings together. So I press enter. If I press S, oh, I got a New York. You see that? So it joins new with the York. So this plus sign has two uses. One, it is used for adding two numbers. And the second use is if it is a string, it will join two strings together. So either you can add with the two integers on the right and left, or with a string, you can join two strings together. So if I want to say I want a space between the New York, I can put space something like that and put plus here. So this string will be joined with this space, and this string and the space will be joined with the York. Okay. And if I say S again, you see I got a New York. So that is how, or I can say print S, I will be having New York with a space. So that's it for now. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.